Hello everyone, I just wanted to come forth and just share a dream or part of a dream and a visit. And this dream occurred the morning of or the night of that was Halloween. And usually Halloween, there's a very intense feeling of ancestral connection with spirits. I mean, it's very intense. I know a lot of people feel that. So that night or that day or the following day, I was expecting some type of dream, some type of visit, perhaps even from an ancestor, a message. So I dreamed that I owned a hospital. And at the hospital, I was still doing the work. Although I was the owner, I was still doing the administrative work, the doctor, the nurse aide. I was doing it all. And this particular time, I was in with a patient, finishing up, cleaning the patient perhaps, and all of a sudden I hear a loud motorcycle. Vroom! I was like, oh my God, what is the motorcycle doing inside this building? I knew it wasn't outside. And the rooms are adjunct. So once you finish in one room, you go to the next and on down. You come to the next patient's room that you need to work on. I had that figured out. But anyway, I opened the door and there's no bed. There's no hospital paraphernalia or anything. But there's this gentleman in this empty room on a big motorcycle. And it was the Redman. And this Redman, I had seen him before in my previous dreams, probably when I was about a teenager. And what I thought when I saw him back then was, wow, he must be 100 years old, but he's beautiful. And when I opened the door and saw him that time, he was sitting on this motorcycle. I was like, how beautiful. He must be 200 years old. And like I said, he was beautiful. I knew he was Native American. His skin was like the color of clay dirt. If you've seen red dirt before, it was that color, but it was beautiful. He was tall. He sat on a motorcycle. He was slim but muscular, but very, very wrinkly looking. He was bald. He had some paraphernalia, Indian hat on his head, and he bare chested, and he had something covering his groin area, sitting on this bicycle that basically looked like a very tall bicycle, skinny bicycle that didn't look like a fancy Harley Davidson, but it was definitely a motorcycle. And I figured out that it wasn't a dream because everything and everybody around me seemed to have froze, except for this gentleman that was staring at me with these haunting eyes. So I knew it was a telepathic communication, but I could not get the message that he was trying to send me. But he wasn't frustrated with me. The feeling that I got was like, it's okay if you don't get it. I'll be back and you will get it. So he started to move around with the bike in the room, and he came towards me. He was a little clumsy with the bike, and he slightly hit me with it, and I physically really felt it, move my whole body, even in my sleep. But it wasn't like traumatic or anything like that. And anyway, he finally gets through, and he goes in the room, out the door, down the stairs, and eventually outside, and you don't hear the motorcycle anymore. As I'm standing in the room in awe, what just happened. And then all of a sudden, everything else around me started active again. So that was the visit from the Redman, even though I did not get the message, or I don't think I got a message from him at the time. But I've always wondered, and I've always been amazed at how beautiful Native Americans are, how close they are to understanding Mother Gaia and the elements, and how spiritual they are. And even though I don't have any Native American heritage in me, I don't think, I feel very, very close to them. I've always admired them. And even this morning I thought, you know what? This is National Native American Heritage Month. So I definitely want to do something regarding that, since it's so close-knit to the dream that I had, that perhaps that was what the Redman was reminding me of. So like I said, I've seen him before, but of course now it's more close to, and I write it down in my dream. I wrote it down in my dream book as to what the dream was about. Anyway, wanted to come forth and share that this Redman's visit. As to the message, I'm not sure. As to giving respect and homage to the Native Americans, wondering where have they been. I don't see them that much anymore, but I definitely wanted to come forth and share that brief little dream or visit that I had with the Redman. Anyway, thanks for visiting the city, and you all take care. Thanks.